I had some time, so I figured I'd jump in. What's this? I'm not trying to buy nothing. Oh man, my back. That hurts. I'm in my common room, right? Oh no, I'm in the dorm. Let's see if I can do like that quick spell.
Revelio.
Yeah, that's the reveal.
Lumos.
And that's the light. That's all I got right now.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Yeah, I guess so.
Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
My older brother used to terrorize me with a fang dream.
Thought I'd be as Garnet. Why didn't I just write down this one? Squirt can't imagine stuff like this.
As a mother woman, I never expected to
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was
All
a friend
is
of
it the
Professor
same
Fig's who
kids, no
maybe
matter
joined us
what?
for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor
Probably
fellow.
not, though, right?
Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Alrighty then, kid.
Elizabeth would like a fanged geranium.
Might want to think that again.
Y'all playing chess? What want they tell with?
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me.
Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting
Barged
casting
in?
on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
You would have died.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen wizard chess
That's
fan?
my problem.
You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
You probably ain't that good.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I want to play. What's up if you're watching? It's my first time playing. Well, not my first time. Okay, so it's my first ever playthrough. It's my second time turning the game on. Still my first time playing. Depends on how you like to define stuff. Oh my gosh, what the heck is that?
I think I heard one.
We underwater?
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the
You
colony,
lying?
I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice
I
to
haven't
meet you,
even about
Ominous.
fixed
Well,
it.
you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
You are clearly blind.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new fifth year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Who said that? That's a disembodied voice, huh? What happened? What I missed? Oh.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are.
That's actually true.
Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as
I
you'll be
could.
expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
That sounds like cheating if you mean
Here you are.
actual success. What is that?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
That's resource, lady.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Right after I look at
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Okay. Sure.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. don't you cast
Oh, wow.
Revelio on that statue?
Revelio.
See what details the field guide can provide.
Actually depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. Would make sense. You've just unlocked the Field Guide Challenge. Progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field Guide Challenges are the only way to acquire experience points. Oh, word. Okay. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Selecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select the pages to continue. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
It's crazy door, man. That is awesome.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Always about to me. Left side of the map is where students first live and who's common. How's common at all. See flue flames available in that region, green flue flames which you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the locations of the undiscovered. Including a strong metal library and greenhouses. Okay. So basically, they fast travel.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
What's that page?
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Awesome.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it that way.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's
Chose it?
path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
I'm sure it will.
Invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
What's up, Fig?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, complete main quest for the store, of course. Quest a spell or enough requirements. In these cases, you'll need to acquire enough or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professional assignment quests. So these gotta be my classes, right? Levioso and Asio. Whatever the heck that is. Let me go to the one I feel like is more important. And that would be dark arts.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Cool. What?
We stayed up almost the
Is that
entire
it?
night.
He's gone. Oh, Professor. Let me leave you alone.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hey, who are you? Hey, Paige. Where's that page going? You, night man, what are you doing?
Now I can't remember the last time. Wonder if they're not still alive.
Let me get my glass.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
I am not.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso!
Yeah.
A surprised opponent is a
You're
weak
running a
opponent.
mess.
Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Simple enough.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This
Yes.
time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate. Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
I did it.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I don't think I remember how to do the Protego.
This should be easy.
I know. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. This can't be your third.
Uh-oh.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. You're good. Maybe you're not perspective. Thank you.
I do enjoy lively duels.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I have forgotten how to do the protection spell. I was too tired last night to remember all of that. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Where are the controls? Bam. Activate the basic, yes. Okay, triangle. Oh, it's like Batman.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Okay.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
But I hate to face me.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If it was just first year, why would she be showing a group of
If you know
fifth
the right
years?
spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Alright, that's enough of that.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Alright, thanks. Get out of here. Oh, speak with Sebastian. Right after I talk to Nicky.
I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Of course you do. You're a Hufflepuff, which means you're a sissy.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
Don't kiss my tail.
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Let's get it.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Let's see here. Some more test flags and study by exploring one. These quests reward XP but do not advance the main story. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. I was already tracking. Treasure chest somewhere around here. I keep seeing that on the map. Oh, you know what?
Revelio.
Nothing. Keep hearing something lean. What's that?
Revelio.
You. Dragon stealing that hangs in the defense against the Dark Arts classroom is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hackett after she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poacher raids in Eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. That lady is old. Also, what year is this? That was 1878. Next class upstairs. Hey, T. Alright, good people. Ah, you didn't drop it. Hey, what? Who's playing?
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would. I cannot do this for all eternity. It was an accident.
Upward steel.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here.
Where's the professor?
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Looks like I am about to.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
No.
Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
No, but I would like to know.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Okay.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay, sure.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Let's get it. Oh, my back.
Very simply, cast
Try something.
on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you... Splendid! Not to worry.
I almost had it.
Very good. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it.
Here we go.
She overrolled it. Oh, she got a 50? Okay, old man. Okay.
Let us see this.
Oh, she is bad. Yes. Oh, I pulled it too hard.
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
And there's no way I can win.
Well done.
Yeah, lady. Good job.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Points? Oh, goodness.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
That's it.
Let us give it. There we go.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
That is how it's done.
That.
Stay focused.
She got me. I can't. It's a pretty fun minigame.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Well, thank you.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Wow.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So
Oh, shit. I want to see that.
Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, You'd be using
You wanted to speak with me, Professor? I did.
You know it won't.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
What you trying to say there?
Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Cool. All right. Those are my first classes. They are out of the way. So I'm going to take a break and stream again later.